fourth graders, I would like you to get out your vocabulary workbook, and you're going to open up to page 99, and that has our new word list for lesson number 9. So page 99, lesson number 9. That kind of worked out pretty well. So I was going to try the picture-in-picture, but my screen froze and it was messing up, so I figured, well, you don't need to see my face, you can just see the slideshow. So our first word is advantage. An advantage is something that is helpful or useful. When I think of this word right now, I think of the fact that we're reading the book called Hatchet. And what does Brian have that gives him an advantage in the woods, or while he is stranded, is his hatchet. His hatchet itself is an advantage for Brian to be successful in the woods, right? So I can't even imagine what things would be like if he did not have that hatchet with him. So we've got this finish line, and we've got one turtle, and then we've got a second turtle. Look at our second turtle. His advantage is that he's strapped a rocket to his back, and he has wheels. So I wonder which one will finish first. Let's see. Do we think it's the one that has the advantage? Oh my goodness, yes, he did. But the other turtle still continues on, slow and steady, and still finishes the race. To take advantage of is to make use of. So it can be in a positive thing. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm 15 minutes early and I'm going to get some extra work done. Or you could take advantage of somebody, and that would be to give yourself a benefit, but somebody else is treated badly. So it could also be to benefit oneself by treating others unfairly. So for example, this boss is treating him unfairly. He's taking advantage of the fact that this guy is a hard worker, and he's going to keep working hard for him, and he's going to make all the money while he does all the work. Our next word is astonish. Astonish means to surprise or amaze. Ooh, this magician astonishes people with the fact that he can pull a rabbit out of his hat. And then astonishment is great surprise or amazement. So it could be, right? And it's look at the astonishment that on his face, right? He has some great surprise in the fact that he could take a rabbit out of his hat. Our next word is confirm. Confirm is to show or to prove to be true. So we can see that we have a medical excuse here. So sometimes you need a doctor's note to prove that you went to the doctor's. So that way, if you're missing school, you need that doctor's note to confirm that you were actually at the doctor's office and not just off goofing around, right? To prove that you have a real reason that you weren't in school. Confirm can also be to approve or give one's agreement to. So we could see, oh, do we want to order pizza today? And do we want all of those toppings? Sure, yes we do. We're going to give a check mark, or we could give a thumbs up saying, yep, I approve. I'm agreeing to ordering the pizza with all of those toppings. Our next word is distant. Distant is very far away in time. So, distant would be like you guys graduating high school. That's in the distant future, right? It's not right now. It's not super close. It's going to happen, but it's far away in time, graduating from high school. Distant can also be very far away or not near or close by. When I think of that, I think of Nicholas. Nicholas is distant. He lives in California. He is not near or close by me, right? He lives very far away. So distant can be time, or distant can also be like a physical distance. And then distance is the length of space between two places. So I've actually never really figured out how many miles Nicholas has, however, how many miles it is in between Chateauguay and San Diego. But I do know it's 12 miles from Chateauguay to Malone, so that would be the distance from Chateauguay to Malone. So the distance from here to there. Our next word is founder. Founder is a person who sets up something that lasts. So it's the originator, the person who started something. So like the founder of a store, or the founder of a country, or the founder of it would be the first person who does it. They set something up to last. So like George Washington, they say is the founder of our country, right? The founder of the United States of America. Founder can also mean to sink below the surface. So if you're foundering, if you're starting to sink and you can't reach the surface, you can't get to above the water, that means you have foundered. So we've got a submarine, and he is going to founder, is going to sink below the surface, because that's where submarines go, right? The submarines don't usually stay up above. Submarines are meant to go under the water. Our next word is hamlet. Hamlet is a small village. So I would actually consider like Chateauguay kind of a hamlet, right? We're not very big. It's a small village. It's not big. It's just tiny. Just not a lot of houses. We're definitely not a city. We're not a big metropolis, right? So a hamlet is a small village. Host. Host is a large number. So look, there's a host. There are a host of bees swarming this guy's head, right? There are a large number of bees. Host can also be the person who greets and entertains guests and takes care of their needs at a party or restaurant. So if you're the person having people over to your house for a party, you are the host. Restaurants sometimes will have a host or a hostess. That's the person that greets you at the door and then seats you. They'll bring you to your seats. So here's a host at a restaurant, right? He's going to show you where your seat, bring you your menu, and then the waitress or the waiter is the one that takes your order. And the guy with the host of bees ran away. Our next word is misgiving. Not Thanksgiving, misgiving. Misgiving is when you have feelings of doubt, uncertainty, or concern about what may happen in the future. Oh, I think of Brian when I think of this word, especially right now because that plane came and close enough for him to hear, but not close enough for him to see, and then it went away, right? So now he has misgivings about anyone coming to save him. So he has all of these feelings of doubt or uncertainty or concerns about what his future holds. So this person has worry, right? When you have misgivings, you are worried. Our next word is parch. Parch is when to make or become dry. So the sun could parch the earth, right? If we have a lot of sun and very little water and that we have a drought, it would mean that the earth is parched. Parch can also mean lacking water or thirsty. If you are like really, really, really thirsty, then you are parched. Look at this riverbed or creek is completely dried up. It's parched. This gentleman is parched. He just wants, I need a drink of water, please. Our next word is prospect. Prospect is something that is waited for, expected, or hoped for. So Christmas time, right? You might have a special gift that you really, really want. So that could be a prospect that maybe you're going to get that special gift that you really want. Prospect is also to look into the ground for valuable metals like gold or silver. When back before the United States was completely settled, people were called prospectors, and they would travel to the west, to like California and that area, and they would dig for gold. So that's what they were doing. They were prospecting, right? They were looking in the ground for valuable materials like gold or silver. So here's a prospector right here, looking for something valuable. Prospector, a person who explores an area to look for valuable metals. So again, same thing. He's the prospector looking for valuable metals. Our next word is scarce. Scarce is in short supply or not plentiful. I was just at Sam's Club, and I was looking to get some toilet paper, and guess what's happening again? Toilet paper is scarce. It's in short supply again. What is going on, people? Stop hoarding the toilet paper. So scarce is when something's in short supply or not plentiful. These animals, right, are endangered animals. So they are scarce. There are not a lot of them in the world today, and they need help because they are endangered. Scarcity is a shortage. So there was that would be with our toilet paper situation, right? Shrewd. Shrewd means you are clever. You are good at understanding what is needed and acting on it. I think of Brian in our book, Hatchet, as shrewd. He definitely is very clever. He's good at kind of like figuring out situations. He's good at remembering a lot of things that he's read or been taught, or just is, he's got a lot of background knowledge, a lot of worldly knowledge. So you might be good at needing or acting on something. So this is Stephen Jobs, I believe. And he is shrewd. He's very clever. Our next word is soul. Now this is not soul as in like your soul in your body. This is a different soul. This is when you are the only one of your kind. You are belonging to only one person or group. You might be the sole owner of a business. You are the only one who owns that business. Nobody else can lay claim to it. We are the only planet in our solar system that life can live on, that we know of. So we are the sole planet that we know of in our solar system where we can live. Sole is also the bottom of your foot or a shoe. So this is the sole of the boot, or the bottom of your foot is the sole of your foot. So right down there. And then sole is also a flat fish that is caught and eaten for food. So this is a sole. It is super flat. Flat fish. And people like to eat sole. Our next word is torment. Torment is great pain and suffering. So this guy has a hurt knee, which is tormenting him. It's causing him great pain and suffering. I know my Achilles really hurts and bothers me a lot. It torments me all the time. Torment, to cause great pain and suffering. So these kids that are fighting, right? They're tormenting each other. They're causing each other great pain and suffering. And our last word is typical. Typical is being like others of its kind. So these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, pretty much every peanut butter and jelly sandwich is typical, right? They're pretty much like each other. There isn't a lot of variance with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or at least these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So that's the end of our slideshow. For homework, or for your work, you're going to need to do pages 102 and 103. You're just doing 9A, finding meanings. And when you are finished, please take a picture of both pages and send it to me. Either attach it to this assignment or send it to me in an email. All right. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.